Well, hello there, and welcome back to my channel, Slice of Math. So, before we move any further, a quick word. There is a four exploration problem that I shared, which we'll discuss at the end of our discussion. And do wait on for that one. Okay, so today's problem is from Junior Mathematical Challenge UK 2019. The problem statement is all four L shapes shown in the diagram are to be placed in the 4 times 4 grid so that all 16 cells are covered and there is no overlap. Each piece can be rotated or reflected before being placed and the black dot is visible from both sides. How many of the 16 cells of the grid could contain the black dot? If you want to give this problem a try on your own, do pause my video at this juncture and I'll see you soon. For the rest, let's see how do we solve this problem. Okay, so here we have a 4 cross 4 grid. We also have 4 of these L shapes in which one of the L shape has a dot or a circle. Now we need to place these 4 L shapes in this 4 cross 4 grid in such a way that 1, there is no overlap, and 2, how many of these individual cells can this dot or a circle occupy. So let's get cracking. First thing first, I'm taking the 4 L's and I'm giving them different colors, as you can see. So we now have a green, a mauve, a red and yellow L's. So we'll start placing each of these L's into this 4 cross 4 grid. And as we know in the problem, there should be no overlap. So let's start doing it. Here we have the first one. We place the green with the circle in it, and then the mauve, the red and the yellow. And this is where we have the first grid which is occupied. Each time the circle occupies an individual cell without any of the L's overlapping each other, we are going to put a number to that cell, and you can see we put 1 to the first one. The problem clearly said that the L's can be reflected or rotated, right? So let's do one thing. Let's reflect this L which has got the circle in it and place it where the red L is. Here we now have the second cell that is occupied. Let's go back to the grid and the 4 L's and let us try and place this L's in a slightly different manner. Here we've placed this L very different from when and how we had placed it before. And you can see the dot is now occupying a different and a new cell. We are putting the other L's again. Now all the L's are placed and there is no overlap. Let us place the next number, 3, in this new cell. Let us now interchange the position of the yellow and the green L's. We'll then have this image. We find that the circle now occupies a new cell. Putting the next value in that cell, we have 4 here. So of the 16 cells, 4 cells have already been occupied by the black dot. We are now back to the main image and we are placing the L in different manner again. So we first place the green L and then the mauve, the red, the yellow. The 5th cell has now got occupied. On interchanging the red and the green L's, we'll get a new position of the dot. This is the 6th individual cell that is occupied. Back to the diagram and now placing the green L in a different way. And then we'll start placing the other ones. We have the mauve, the red and the yellow. Now we have the 7th individual cell, 2. Doing what we have done before, interchanging the position of the mauve L and the green L will give us a new cell that is occupied by the circle. The circle has taken position in 8 of these cells, and the image shows that the 4 corners have not been occupied by the circle. So let's see whether we can place the L in such a way that these 4 corners will be occupied. And this is how we do this. So we have placed the green one with the circle in it and has now occupied one of the corners. And then we go about placing the other three L's like this. You have one corner occupied already. And this is cell number 9. The next one would be flipping the green and the mauve. So imagine it's a rectangle that we'll be flipping. That is the corner and cell number 10 that we have. Now doing the same thing at the other end will give us the corners 11 and 12. And this is how we do the 11 and the 12. We see that all the sides are done. We have only the 4 central boxes that are empty till now, which is where we'll put this L with the circle. Also plugging in all the other 3 L's will give us this image. Okay, we have one of the central boxes, box number 13 done. Same way we can do the rest of the 3. This is how we're doing it. Box number 14 and box number 15, box number 16. Oh, so all the 16 boxes have now got occupied once by the L having the circle. Let us now go back to what the question was. The question was, how many of the 16 cells of the grid could contain the black dot? All the 16 cells can contain the black dot once without any overlap. So before we call it a day, this is the self-exploration problem that I have for you guys. It's the same grid that we have just been working on right now. And again, we have 4 L shapes. With a little twist, you can see that the black dot is placed a little differently in one of these L's. So question remains the same. How many of the 16 cells of the grid could contain the black dot without any overlap? Do give it a try and share your answers with me. I'll be looking out for them. I hope you liked my video. Do click the like button and also do subscribe to my channel. I'll be looking to hearing from you soon and we'll be back with more problems for you. Have a good day.